Our first video for today covered leaving Athens and flying to Rome. Our second video is our first day in Rome, where we begin at the Martyrdom of St. Paul, since we've been following St. Paul. So we go to Tre Fontane as we're entering here, and we are now going to see the Martyrdom of St. Paul and the burial of St. Paul. And then we're going to go out to dinner and to our hotel. So this is part 2 of the 10th day of our pilgrimage cruise. This is part of the ancient Roman road right here. This is over 2,000 years old. And this is the church of Tre Fontane. We've been following St. Paul all the way around Turkey and Greece in his missionary journeys. He ended up here in Rome. And we did this place today because this is where Paul came in the last moments of his life. And inside that church marks the place where he was beheaded. And then later, after Mass we have here, we're going to go to the place that contain his bones. So Peter and Paul, the history says, were killed together on the same day. And this is Tre Fontane, the place of St. Paul's martyrdom. Well, then one misty morning, they dragged Paul and Peter out of that Mamertine prison. And in the movie, when I made it on St. Paul, it was just perfect because it was misty in the morning and there was kind of like a fog. And the sun was coming through the fog. I couldn't have asked for a better setting for that scene. And I walk up this road telling how Paul came up one misty morning chained to the soldiers, and they'd take him right up here on the Via Ostia outside the city walls, and right on these rocks. You can be assured that he walked right on these rocks. And in there's a pillar. That was the place where they chained him before they cut his head off. And you'll see it over in the far right corner. They could not crucify him because he's a Roman citizen. This path leads to the Church of St. Paul's Martyrdom. In this place, according to the tradition, and it's a true tradition, by the way, Paul of Tarsus gave his life for Jesus Christ in the year 67 AD. We're at the Church of Tre Fontane, where this took place. Here he is being tried by Nero and condemned to death, taken outside the city walls, and beheaded with a sword. He was a Roman citizen, so that's the way he died, not crucifixion. And here he is being buried.
Well, we're looking here at a most unusual artifact. This is the post that St. Paul was chained to, and his head was bowed over this post in preparation for his beheading. And when the implement went down, the sword, the axe, whatever exactly was used, it would have severed his scalp, his skull from his neck as he was laid over this particular post. You can see it's behind a wrought iron in order to protect it from damage.
This is a very graphic image of Paul's execution. You see the people here all watching soldiers, but here is Paul's head. And there's his body, and you can see his neck with still the blood coming out. And you can see where the head bounced. 1, 2, 3. That's why this church is called Tre Fontane, the three fountains.
Establishing churches, local churches.
Dark early, which makes Romans very nervous. It starts raining a lot, which makes Romans even more nervous. And so they had originally built a little altar there to the altar of the Scala Cieli, the stairway to heaven. Of course, I'm not referring to the Led Zeppelin song. As far as I know, they were on the plan. It was not here. The fact of the matter is, though, that they rebuilt this church and the other church in the 1600s. And in 1600, the church actually late 1500s, early 1600s. The church was very, very very challenged in the 16th century, as you all know perfectly well, the 500th anniversary of the Reformation.
So here is a holy door. There is the logo for it. And here is our folks going through their first holy door here in Rome. This is St. John outside, St. Paul, I'm sorry, outside the walls. And this is our first holy door of our pilgrimage here. We will be going through 4. There you can see it says Porta Sancta, Holy Door. Here comes Lyle. He looks like a changed man already. We've just come in through that holy door. Our group is still coming in. What I love about this church, second largest in Rome, is not just because it has the bones of St. Paul there, which of course is why I love it the most, but it also has the medallions of all the popes. Look at that. There they all are, 266 of them. Peter is way up there, I'll show you in a minute, and Pope Francis is right along this colonnade of those. And above those are the life story of St. Paul, which is just amazing. They have a book with them all in there, and incredible mosaics of the whole life of St. Paul.
This long aisle. On the other hand, you're always drawn towards the light. And thirdly, I think, is the sheer size. I think this will impress you more than any other because there's nothing in it, so you get a sense of the sheer size of this church.
There's a mass going on here in front of the church, but here is the sarcophagus, the bones of St. Paul. These are also the chains that he wore while he was in Rome. Our group will be coming down here in just a minute to venerate the bones, the relics of St. Paul. There it says sarcophagus, sarcophagus of St. Paul. And there are the chains. Everybody's hungry.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
We're all arriving here
Yes, yes, yes.
with St. Peter's Dome right up above. That's St. Peter's.
Nice.
And we're coming to our favorite restaurant, Ristorante La Pilata. And here's the menu, and it's an excellent menu. And we're all going in to have a nice dinner.
Hi, how are you doing?
That's Pan. There's Mario. He's the owner of the place. Growing his beard out again nicely with Olivia. Got his own wine. Says La Pilata right there, his own wine.
Very nice. So here we are. Everybody's starting with the first course. We got a lot of bread and lasagna. How is lasagna?
Very good. Very good. Very tasty.
You like to put lasagna?
Oh, it's great.
I love it.
Good. It's great stuff. So we're sharing our favorite restaurant with everybody else here in the group. Everyone enjoyed our dinner at La Pilata de Mario, and then we're heading off to our hotel, the Ergife Palace Hotel. Great hotel, huge hotel. Everybody's very happy. It's been a long day, and we're all happy to get to bed, and tomorrow we get up in the morning for a Mass and a tour of St. Peter's Basilica.